Assalamualaikum and hello to our classes DPA50173 and our lecturer Puam Fazilah. As most of you already know, my name is Myra Arisha binti Muhammad Nizam. My number matric is 14D8021F1024. So today, I am going to present about our case study professional ethics. Our case study divided into two case study, which is case study 1 and case study 2. So let's start for our case study 1. For our case study 1 is Alana is professional accountant who has hired by AB Excel Berhad as the payroll manager. She works closely with Mika, the Chief Executive Officer or CEO of AB Excel Berhad. Before Alana started her job at AB Excel Berhad, Mika emphasized to her on the need to maintain strict confidentiality regarding employee salaries and pay scales. On Alana's first day in AB Excel Berhad, she was introduced to HR, the founder of AB Excel Berhad, who told Alana to see her if she has any problems at work. In their conversation, HR told Alana that Mika is a good and highly motivated staff. After 4 months of employment, Alana noticed that Zaidi, a technician who is also the CEO brother, makes so much completion compared to the other technician. She assumes that Zaidi must be highly qualified and must be working hard. Every Monday, Alana would prepare the job sheet for all AB Excel Berhad technicians. The technicians are instructed to take whatever job given and are not allowed to choose their job tasks. They cannot choose the work that they prefer or work that give high commissions. One day, however, Alana received a memorandum from CEO asking her to give the easier and high commission work to his brother Zaidi. The company's policy prohibits favoritism. Alana is uncertain what she do. So, we move to the question 1A. The question 1A is discuss Alana dilemma in the above case. So, we have two dilemma from the above case. So, first point is every Monday, Alana would prepare the job sheet for all AB Excel Berhad technicians. The technicians are instructed to take whatever job they are given and not allowed to choose their job tasks. Second point is they cannot choose the work that they prefer, work that give high commissions. One day, however, Alana received a memorandum from the CEO asking her to give the easier and high commission work to his brother Zaidi. The company's policy prohibits favoritism, and Alana is uncertain about what she should do. So that's all from me. So I will give the question 1B and the question 1C to Dania Izzati. So Dania.
Thank you, Myra. Before start, I will introduce myself. My name is Dania Izzati binti Muhammad Sinton. And my metric number is 14D8021F1056. Okay, let's start with question 1B. The question is explain the conflict of interest in the above case. If you were in Alana's shoes, what action would you take to avoid future conflict of interest, and how will you deal with favoritism at the workplace? Okay, there is 3 answers. The first one is conflict of interest. When an employer uses his or her official position for personal financial gain or to benefit a company in which he or she has a financial interest. Second point is Mika is said to be involved in a conflict of interest when they give priority to their agenda over their job duties. The third one is by doing so, employer make decision or behave in a manner that give them personal gain or advantage that may harm their employees' interests. Okay, the second point is action take to avoid. Okay, there are many ways to handle the risk associated with getting caught up in such situation. These include avoiding involvement This is very important to create explicit workplace regulation on ethical behavior. Next, how to deal with favorism at the workplace. Okay, and and inclusive culture by guaranteeing open decision making and resolving conflict via a private feedback system. This will help combat favorism, review and update policy often to reflect changing employment conditions. Aliana must always report any perceived conflict of interest to HR as the founder of AB Excel Berhad. The first step that Aliana can do is to recognize a problem and determine if disclosure is required. If have a problem, Aliana can follow the applicable procedure for reporting conflict of interest to appropriate authorities. Lastly, make it clear that your leadership team won't tolerate favorism. You can survive employees about favorism in the workplace to evaluate how different departments can address the problem. Create space for workers to speak up when they notice unfair decision and dynamic. Next question, 1C. The question is, explain two fundamental principles as introduced by the International Federation of Accountants that are related to the above case. There's two answers. The first one is professional competence and due care and confidentiality. I will go through in more detail for professional competence and due care. Based on the case, members should act diligently and by applicable technical and professional standard when providing professional service. While in confidentiality, we must confidentiality of information acquired because of professional and business relationship and should not disclose any such information to third party without proper and specific authority or unless there is a legal or professional right or duty to disclosure. Okay, that's all from me, and the case study 2 I will pass it to Aina Nabila.
Hi everyone, my name is Aina Nabila binti Muhammad Safari, number metric 14 DAT 21 F1014. Today I will discuss about case study 2, which is question 2A. Excellent Berhad, an information and communication technology ICT company, decide to enhance its internal audit function is part of director approach KPGG, a reputable external consultant. To help with the exercise, one of KPGG staff, Selina, explained that internal audit is important no matter what industry a company is in. Selina was keen to talk to Datuk Kamal, the head of the audit committee, some chairman of the board. Datuk Kamal explained that since Excellent Berhad was an ICT company, he considered it important that all members of the audit committee must be professional IT engineers in order to them fully understand the industry and its technical challenge. All 4 members of audit committee were non-independent, non-executive director and were recently retired members of Excellent Berhad Management Board. When Salina asked about the relationship with external auditor, Datuk Kamal said that they had an excellent relationship, adding that this was because the external audit practice was run by the CEO, which is a chief Chief Executive Officer sign. In the previous year, the audit committee member met was the external auditor. Salina's opinion is that effective internal control are essential for maintaining the integrity of financial reporting, and the engagement of the internal audit function would ensure the betterment of the company. Next. Question 2A. According to Malaysian Corporate Governance 2021, criticized a way in which Excellent Berhad Audit Committee has failed to meet the best practice. In my view, the Excellent Berhad Audit Committee has failed to meet the best practice because the head of Audit Committee, which is Datuk Kamal, said the Excellent Berhad has a good relationship with external auditor and the son of the CEO. According to Company Act 2016, Section 263, qualification of an audit says the auditor needs to avoid relationship while doing audit work. Next, question 2B. What is the audit committee responsible for overseeing the internal audit function? Justify your reason. The role of audit committee form the cornerstone for effective corporate governance. Broadly rely on the audit committees to offer effective oversight of the annual auditing process. Members of the audit committee do their best quality work when many of the members are independent and objective. Regardless of their experience, nearly all audit committees have room to improve the financial reporting process. Effective audit committee oversight is a vital process for protecting investors and the health of the capital market. When the internal audit function report to the audit committee, it allows the internal auditor to remain structurally separate from management and ensure objectivity. This reporting relationship also encourages the free flow of communication on issue and promote direct feedback from the audit committee on the performance of the chief audit executive, which is CAE. Audit committee members should be aware of three main areas of fraud risk, which is financial statement fraud, include intentional misstatement in or omission from financial statement. Second, asset misappropriation, include check forgery, theft of money, inventory theft, payroll fraud, or theft of service. Lastly, corruption, include scheme of kickbacks, shell company bribes to influence decision makers or manipulation of contract. That's all from me. So I will pass to Fatin to discuss about questions 2C and conclusion.
Thank you, Aina. My name is Nur Fatih Akila binti Aminuddin. My metric number is 14D80 21F1036. I will continue on question 2C. Does Excellent Berhad comply with the concept of independent? Justify your answer. In my opinion, we agree that Excellent Berhad complies with the concept of independence. In corporate governance, independence is important in several contexts. External auditor must be independent of their client. Internal auditor are independent of the colleagues they are auditing, and non-executive directors have a degree of independence from their executive colleagues on the board. Independence is a crucial quality in professionalism, preventing undue vested interest influence and allowing individuals to make correct decisions without managerial capture. It involves standing apart from inappropriate influence and making uncontaminated decisions. For example, an independent auditor auditing a company of which he was also a director might be intellectually honest, but it is unlikely that the public would accept him as independent, since he would be in effect auditing decisions that he had a part in making. Likewise, an auditor with a substantial financial interest in a company might be unbiased in expressing his opinion on the financial statement of the company. But the public would be reluctant to believe that he was unbiased. Independent auditor should not only be independent in fact. They should avoid situations that may lead outsiders to doubt their independence. Next, conclusion. Conflict of interest occur when an employer uses their position for personal gain or benefit, potentially harming employees' interests. To avoid such situation, employees should avoid involvement, reduce risk, disclose information, and follow ethical standards. To deal with favoritism in the workplace, promote an inclusive culture, open decision-making, and private feedback system. Report perceived conflict and establish clear leadership rule against them. Encourage open communication and create space for employees to voice concern about unfair decisions. Creating explicit workplace regulation on ethical behavior and transparency can prevent future conflict of interest. Every company should adhere to the concept of independence in corporate governance, which prevent undue vested interest influence and allow individuals to make correct decisions without managerial capture. Independence is crucial in professionalism as it prevents contaminate decision and stand apart from inappropriate influence. Independent auditors should be independent in fact and avoid situations that may lead outsiders to doubt their independence, as it is essential to maintain professionalism in corporate governance. That's all from us. Thank you.
Audio Jungle.